Is this professional? Got my hair cut, got all lined up, beard trimmed. Some guy in my comments yesterday told me that I'm not professional enough, and so wanted to get all cleaned up for you guys. Anyway, hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the Scratch Golf Show. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco, and I'm your host. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we talk about all things golf, YouTube, and professional. Today, we're going to be talking about LIV Duels Dallas, Bryson DeChambeau, and what this means for YouTube golf. But first, you know the routine. Smash that subscribe button. Saw a ton of support on the channel last month, but I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of July. Lofty goal, but I know I can do it with your help. So smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. Now let's get into it. This week on the Creator Spotlight, and if you're new here, I do this once a week to highlight some smaller creators in the YouTube golf space who I don't feel like get enough love. Last week we highlighted Dogleg Golf. This week we're highlighting Firefighter Golf. Now, Firefighter Golf, if you're unfamiliar, is a YouTube golf channel run by Steve Pope. Steve is a firefighter out of the Kansas City area, and he's using YouTube golf and social media and golf in general to grow his greater mission. The greater mission is to spread mental health awareness for first responders who are struggling with mental health, and he really wants to utilize, like I said, YouTube golf to get more awareness on that, get more eyes on that. In my opinion, I think it's a great mission. My wife is a first responder. Brother-in-law is our first responder. So stuff like this is very cool to see and hits close to my heart. So I'll link their YouTube channel in the description. Drop them a sub, link their Instagram, drop them a follow to grow and get more eyes on this mission. Steve himself has been posting every day to get the larger creators in the YouTube golf space to feature him or do stuff like that to grow his mission. So Steve, keep fighting the good fight, brother. And if you guys are watching this, go drop him a follow, go drop him a sub if you are interested in supporting his cause. Now, let's talk about Bryson. All right, majority of what we're going to be talking about is going to be Bryson related and LIV Duels related. Some stuff that was missed in the last video that Phil Mickelson said that I think isn't being talked about enough, as well as some of the creators that were announced for the LIV Dallas event. But first, the Bryan Bros video playing in the background. Fellas, best of luck this week. I hope you make the cut. If you guys didn't know, the Bryan Bros are going to be playing on the DP World Tour this week in the BMW International Open via a sponsors exemption. Super excited to see that. Side note, it feels weird not wearing a hat in this thing. I've worn a hat in every YouTube golf commentary video I've ever done, but since no apparel company wants to pay me to wear their stuff, we're going to go hatless for a while. But let's start with Bryson. If you guys didn't see last week, Mr. Short Game put out a video questioning if Bryson was actually going to be playing in the LIV Duels Dallas event because he no-showed the press conference with his partner, Fat Perez. Phil, Grant, FP were kind of like giggling about it. They didn't really know what was going on, their facial reactions. There was a whole thing. Bryson then was asked about LIV Duels Dallas in this press conference. Didn't really want to address the situation. Didn't really even want to talk about it. But then yesterday, a LIV post did drop, LIV Duels Dallas. I'll post the graphic here. But he was confirmed. He was confirmed to be playing. It is going to be on his YouTube channel. But the whole situation is just very weird. Like, why wouldn't he want to talk about it in the press conference? I understand he didn't want the duels to be the main focus of LIV Dallas week. Yeah, side note, the announced date for that has yet to be announced. So, Anthony, if you want to break some news, let me know in the comments below. But, you know, I don't understand his whole handling situation because he did promote the event. Obviously, he did the meme with the sign. If you guys didn't see the clip of him going around, there was the LIV concert. He was out there pumping up the crowd like, yeah, let's go. And Bryson is just an absolute man of the people when it comes to content. But why wouldn't he answer like two simple questions about it in a press conference? I think personally that it has to do with his contract situation with LIV. Matt, Mr. Short Game, did a report earlier this year basically saying Bryson doesn't own his YouTube channel. LIV owns part of it, owns part of his media rights. I haven't asked around, haven't been able to confirm anything like that, but I'm a big where there's smoke, there's fire guy. And I think that's what this is more related to. I think Bryson isn't happy of how LIV has handled his contract renegotiation, which his contract does come to an end at the end of 2026, I believe what's been reported. And it's been reported that LIV didn't want to pay him another signing bonus. And if I'm Bryson, I'm probably not too happy about that. If anyone has been more popular since LIV Golf's inception, it's been Bryson. People tune into LIV Golf to watch Bryson. He is the literal biggest draw in golf right now, not named Tiger Woods. It's insane, but even 5 years ago, Bryson was very polarizing. Now he's done this complete 180 when it comes to LIV. He's really trying to promote the event. He's really talked well about the tour, about his experience. Him has done really well with the team aspect. He advertises the Crushers, always out there supporting his team. But I just think he doesn't feel appreciated. He feels like, and this is just my opinion, he must feel like, you know, he's not appreciated at LIV because of all that he feel like he's done for the tour, promoting it, coming over there and being one of the early guys to take a lot of the flack, a lot of the bullets from the PGA Tour. but he's done a complete 180. He is, like I said, the biggest draw in LIV. So I think him not showing up to the press conference and him not willing to answer questions about it are tied to a contract negotiation. I think it's a game. Bryson, yes, is, he's very good at content. He's kind of a meme at this point, but he's also very, very intelligent. Like, people don't know, Bryson in 5 years ago wasn't the most well-liked guy on the tour, and he's done a very good job revamping his PR. But like I said, he's very intelligent. A lot of the stuff he's done is for a very, very specific reason. I think he loves doing his YouTube channel. I think he's very happy to do the LIV Duels event in Dallas. But it's just like, it's on his YouTube channel. He wouldn't address it in the press conference. He no-shows the press conference. It's just a whole very weird situation. I think personally it's related to his contract negotiation. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. But let's talk a little bit about the creators and some of the pros that are going to be featured in this LIV Duels Dallas. There is going to be some pros switching in and out, and credit to LIV for doing that. LIV does a great job listening to feedback. LIV Duels Virginia, that video was a testament to that, but they do a very good job listening to feedback. We saw Henrik Stenson, who I felt was a very, like, a highlight of the LIV Duels Virginia event. But George Bryan has a new partner. Clean Dean Burmester. No Sergio Garcia this time. And if you guys don't know who Dean Burmester is, he's a South African player on Stinger GC. He's a very underrated player, in my opinion. He's one of the better players on LIV, who I don't think gets enough credit. He's won all over the world. And I'm actually very excited to see Clean Dean in the LIV Duels event. A guy like Henrik Stenson, who I just talked about, did a very good job shining through in the LIV Virginia Duels video, and I expect the same from Dean Burmester. He's a guy who I don't think gets to show a ton of personality, but I've heard from people around that he is very funny and someone who has a very good sense of humor. So I imagine he's going to be a star of the video. Obviously, Bryson, we know Bryson, he's going to be partnered with FP. So FP is just getting all these great partners. Good for him. But Bryson in the video, I think it's going to be an all-time great. And I don't know if they could top LIV Duels Virginia, but it is going to be a great video with all these new people in it. I think gives us a fresh mix of personalities. That was something that I really wanted to harp on from the first LIV Miami event, was that we didn't get to showcase enough of the pros' personalities and enough of the banter with the creators, stuff like that. And I really feel like they've listened to feedback, and showcasing these different pros with different personalities is something that's super cool to see. Speaking of huge personalities, Mr. Phil Mickelson, something that actually wasn't talked about. The LIV Duels Chicago event is going to be on Phil Mickelson and the High Flyers YouTube channel. As we know, there's 3 more duels events: Dallas, the UK, which, side note, I'm 99% sure is going to be on Rick Shields' channel. Just makes too much sense. But Phil Mickelson is going to be hosting LIV Duels Chicago. Now, I am a bit disappointed they are going to Chicago. Bolingbrook, in my opinion, where they're playing the LIV event that week in Chicago, is not a great course, in my opinion. I feel like there's definitely a ton of better courses in Chicago that they could have went to. It just doesn't really pop on camera, in my opinion. I took some drone shots. I played it last year. I don't know. Wasn't that great for me. I wish they'd do it at Chatham Hills. But regardless, Phil is great for content. And him hosting the duels is really cool to see, because I don't think Phil could ever not be in the duels. He's that integral to the success of these videos. He has so much banter with everyone. He talks smack with Wesley, fellow pros. And since he's one of the greats, he has history with almost any pro he's played with. So I really think that he is integral to this part of the video. And like I said, no one's really talking about him hosting LIV Duels. Phil is great for YouTube. I think when he inevitably does like a short game series for YouTube, that's going to be some of the best content that's ever done. He's a great personality. He's got awesome stories, awesome banter. He gets YouTube and he believes in it. His channel has really taken off, and I'm very excited to see that the LIV Duels Chicago, he has teased a huge guest for that video. As we know, he's also doing the 2v2 series with Grant, and Phil just overall is great for YouTube golf. I think even Phil knows that he's towards the back end of his career, north of 50, still competing at a very high level for what he's doing at 50. But I think for him, he sees YouTube golf as maybe the ride off into the sunset, and good for him. And Phil, if you see this, that's not meant to be like a bad thing. I just really think you see the value in YouTube golf. Otherwise, you wouldn't be investing all this time and money into it. Lastly, let's talk about the announcement. So there was that announcement, like I talked about, that was confirmed that Bryson was playing on the LIV Instagram page. But there was some other creators that were teased. Now, there was the photo that I pulled for the thumbnail. No Luke Kwan in that? Are we going to get down to 8 teams? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anthony, if you want to break some news, like I said, let us know. But Luke was advertised for the Meet the Creators, as well as some of the other females like Marissa Wensler, Alex, Caitlin Henderson, Carol Priscilla was there, Chazzy. And all these guys, I just want to be wary of it, because we saw this in the LIV Virginia, where there was that big picture with the taco and all the Kiwi guys and the New Zealand boys. and the girls, and they didn't get to play in the event. They really weren't even in the video. So just because someone is in the actual teaser, let's be wary of that. That was something I wasn't a huge fan of in the LIV Duels Virginia video. I felt like we kind of got let on a little bit by having all those people in that one photo. But the photo was released. It is a new mix of creators, and I am excited to see some new personalities potentially. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Like the video, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the 4th of July weekend. I'll be out on vacation most of this week with my wife, but I may post some other videos. Hit that subscribe button once again.